Well, today we are doing chapter 4 study guide, so make sure that you are following along on your paper. Make sure that you are correcting anything that you missed on your paper. Make sure that you are rewriting how it should have been written, how it should have been worked out, so that you know how to study best for the test. Okay? Number 1 says 9 plus k equals 18. So we have 9 plus k. It looks like 2 k's. 9 plus k equals, why does it keep doing that? Equals 18. We're going to draw our line down from the equal sign. Find our variable. Our variable is k. See what's happening to k right now? It's being added to 9. And the opposite of adding 9 then is subtracting 9. And we want to do that to both sides of the equal sign. Remember, our equal sign is like a balance. So we want to keep a balance by doing the exact same thing to both sides. So we're going to cancel this out, and we are left with k is equal to 18 minus 9, which is 9. So over here we're going to write k equals 9. On your test it will be multiple choice though. Okay, then we have number 2. We have r minus 11 equals 5. We're going to draw our line down from the equal sign. Right now, or find our variable. Right now our variable is r. R is being subtracted from by 11. The opposite of subtracting 11. The opposite of subtracting 11 is adding 11, so we want to add 11 to both sides. This side is going to cancel because negative 11 plus 11 is a zero pair, so it cancels. We bring down our r, and 5 plus 11 gives us 16. So we have r equals 16. Oh my goodness. I don't know what is up with this thing today. That's a 16. Okay, number 3 says 3w equals 30. Whenever a letter is next to a number, that means multiply. So we have to do the opposite of that and divide. So right now, w is being multiplied by 3. So the opposite of multiplying by 3 is dividing by 3. So we want to divide both sides by 3. 3 divided by 3 cancels because 3 divided by 3 is 1. And 1 times w is just w. And 30 divided by 3 gives us 10. So our answer is w equals 10. Goodness. I don't know how to fix this. There we go. All right, and then number 4. Okay, says d divided by 12 equals 4. I don't know if it has something to do with this pen or not. Okay, so we're going to draw our line down from the equal sign. Right now, d is being divided by 12. The opposite of that is multiplying by 12. Okay. Okay, so when we divide something by 12 and turn around and multiply it by 12, it cancels. We want to bring down that d. And then we've got 4 times 12, which gives us 48. So our answer is d equals 48. Okay. Okay, number 5. All right, so number 5 is y plus 5 equals 10. We're drawing our line down from the equal sign. Our variable is y. Right now y is being added to 5, so we want to do the opposite. The opposite of adding 5 is subtracting 5, so we want to subtract 5 from both sides of the equal sign. Remember, our equal sign is like a balance, so whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other. When we have plus 5 and we turn around and subtract 5, that's a zero pair, so we cancel it. We bring down our y equals 10 minus 5, which is 5. So our answer is y equals 5. Number 6, let's see if I can use this pen again. 13 equals t plus 7. Draw a line down from the equal sign. Our variable is t. Right now t is being added to 7. So the opposite of adding 7 is subtracting 7. So we want to subtract 7 from both sides. The side is going to cancel and we're left with t is equal to 13 minus 7, which is 6. So t equals 6. You could put 6 equals t or t equals 6. Either way, those are the same answer. On your test, again, it'll be multiple choice, so you're just going to pick the one that says t equals 6 or 6 equals t. Okay, number 7 says a minus 5. I don't know what's going on. Equals 9. So we're going to draw our line down from the equal sign. Right now our variable is a. A is being subtracted by 5, so we're going to do the opposite of that and add 5 to both sides. Again, this is a 0 pair because we have a negative 5 and a plus 5. That equals 0. We bring down our a because a plus 0 is a. And 9 plus 5 gives us 14. So a is equal to 14. Okay, and number 8. Okay, it says 10 equals t minus 8. Draw the line down from your equal sign. Our variable is t. Right now t is being subtracted by 8. The opposite of subtracting 8 is adding 8. So we want to add 8 to both sides. Again, whatever you do to one side, you have to do the other. Negative 8 plus 8 cancels because it's a 0 pair. We bring down our t. And then we've got 10 plus 8, which gives us 18. So 18 equals t or t equals 18. Either one of those would be correct. We do like it more when the variable is on the left side. So t equals 18 would be the best option, but it's the exact same as saying 18 equals t. It really doesn't matter which side your variable is on. Okay, for number 9. It says Janine's mother is 47. Anytime we see is when we are working with math, that is our equal sign. So is 47 means equals 47. Okay, so we have to figure out what equals 47. Just gonna have to keep erasing and rewriting. Okay, so she says that her mom is 47. Okay, and she is, meaning the mom is 26 years older than Janine. So we have Janine, and then her mom is 26 years older than that, which means we need to add 26 to Janine's age, and that gives us her mom's age, which is 47. So this is the equation that we would use to find it, and then to find out how exactly old Janine is, we would subtract 26 from both sides. This is going to cancel. It's a 0 pair. Bring down your j, and j is equal to 47 minus 26, which gives us 1 here. So Janine is 21. But if the question is asking which equation, this would be the equation. J plus 26 equals 47. Okay, number 10 says Quentin bought 6 new tennis balls. If he now has a total of 18 tennis balls, how many did he start with? So, he has a total of 18. Anytime we find the total of something, it means we're adding things together to get that number. Okay, so the total is 18, which means we need to add the 6 that he just bought to however many he had originally. You can use whatever variable you want. I'm using an X. This is number 10, by the way. So we're going to draw our line down from the equal sign. We're going to subtract 6 from both sides because that is, right now, 6 is being added to the variable x, so we have to do the opposite. That's a 0 pair, so it cancels. We're going to bring down our x, and 18 minus 6 gives us 12. So he originally had 12 tennis balls. So 12. Okay. Okay, number 11 says 6 times d equals 24. Draw the line down from your equal sign. Right now our variable is d. d is being multiplied by 6. The opposite of multiplying something by 6 is dividing it by 6. So we need to divide both sides by 6. 6 divided by 6 is 1, and 1 times d is d. And 24 divided by 6 gives us 4. So our answer is d equals 4. Okay, number 12 says 42 equals 7f, or 7 times f. Draw a line down from your equal sign. Our variable is f. Right now f is being multiplied by 7. The opposite of multiplying something by 7 is dividing it by 7. So we want to divide both sides by 7. 7 divided by 7 is 1, and 1 times f is f. And 42 divided by 7 gives us 6. So again, you could write 6 equals f, or f equals 6. But ideally, we like to have the variable on the left side of our equal sign. Okay, number 13 says 4 equals x divided by 8. We're going to draw a line down from our equal sign. Right now x is being divided by 8. The opposite of that is multiplying both sides by 8. This side is going to cancel because when we divide something by 8 and turn around and multiply it by 8, it cancels. We bring down our x, and then we have 8 times 4, which is 32. So again, 32 equals x, or x equals 32. Both of those would be correct. Okay, we have number 14, which is t divided by 5 equals 15. Draw a line down from your equal sign. Right now we have our variable t, which is being divided by 5. The opposite of dividing by 5 is multiplying by 5. So we want to multiply both sides by 5. This side is going to cancel, and we're left with t is equal to 15 times 5. And if you don't know what 15 times 5 is, you can do that off to the side. 5 times 5 is 25. We carry the 2. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 2 is 7. So we have t equals 75. Or 75 equals t. Okay, 15 says, Antoine waters his lawn 3 times a week. He watered his lawn 24 times in all. That means total. But we are not adding here. We're actually going to be multiplying, because if you're doing it 3 times a week, let's say you're doing it for 5 weeks. So 3 times a week for 5 weeks, that's 15 times. Okay, so what we did with those two numbers, though, is we multiplied them. So that's what you're doing here, too. We've got our total, which is 24 in all. Okay, and then 3 times each week. So what we're doing with that number is we are multiplying it by the number of weeks. We don't know how many weeks yet. That's what we're using to figure it out, though. So our answer here would be C, which is 3x equals 24. 3 times the number of weeks. And if this is, if you cannot figure it out this way, what I would do is try and say we're doing it for 3 times a week, and let's say we do it for 4 weeks. So 3 times a week for 4 weeks, and what do we do with these numbers? We want to multiply them, because that is going to give us how many times total. If it's 3 times each week for 4 weeks, you just have to think about what kind of math you're doing in order to get how many times total that you have mowed your lawn in that number of weeks. Okay, number 16 says at a nursery, plants are half off their original price. The sales price of the potted plant is $5.50. Which equation could be used to find the original cost of the plant? Okay, so what we're doing here, anytime we are taking half of something, what we're really doing is dividing it by 2. So if we have the original, they're using C for the original cost. We've got the original cost of the plant. If we divide that number by 2, which means taking half of it, we get our answer, our sales price, which is $5.50. So we just need to find which one says C divided by 2. That is going to be F, C divided by 2. Right here, G says C is being multiplied by 2. H also says multiplication. H says $5.50 times the original cost, which wouldn't make sense. And then I says we are just adding 2 to the original cost, which also doesn't make sense. So our answer should be F. Number 17 says write an inequality for the solutions below. Remember, if it is colored in, a colored in dot is either going to be greater than or equal to or less than or equal to, because we are also including the number that it's on. Okay, so it's going to be or equal to, which means that we'll have a line underneath our greater than or less than sign. If it was an open dot, it would just be greater than or less than. Right here we can see that it is a closed dot and it's on 2. So we're dealing with the number 2. I put those in the wrong spot. C and F. Okay. So we've got our number 2 and whatever variable you want. It does not matter the variable that you choose. I'm going to choose X. I always choose X as my variable. It's a standard variable that we use in most things in math. But again, whatever variable you want, meaning whatever letter you want, is fine with me. We can tell that these numbers that are all highlighted with this line here, okay, all of these are bigger than the number that we started with, which is 2, which means all of these are greater than 2. But notice that we've also colored in 2, so we're also including 2, which means or equal to 2. So X is greater than or equal to 2. Okay, if the line was going the opposite direction, then those numbers would be less than 2, so that we would have less than or equal to 2. Okay, so the line is going this way, then it is a greater than. If the line is going this way, it will be less than. Okay, number 18. Okay, we have 3 plus X is greater than or equal to 12. Draw the line down from your inequality sign. We're going to do these just like we would be finding the variable in a standard equation. Our X is being added to 3, so the opposite of that is subtracting 3 from both sides. This side is going to cancel because we have a 0 pair, and we bring down our X. X is greater than or equal to 12 minus 3, which gives us 9. So X is greater than or equal to 9. Now, I did say that you would get bonus points if you wanted to graph this on a number line. So I will show you how to do that so that you are prepared to get extra credit. Okay, remember we want this number in the middle. We want 2 numbers that are bigger, 10, 11, 2 numbers that are smaller, 8 and 7. We will circle this number, but we are also coloring it in because we are including 9. That's what the line underneath our greater than sign means. And this says X is greater than or equal to 9, which means we want to shade in the direction of all the numbers that are greater than or equal to 9. So that is how you should graph it. Okay, now we have 19. We have 5x is less than 30. Draw your line down from your inequality sign. X is being multiplied by 5, so to solve we have to do the opposite, which is divide both sides by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1, and 1 times x is x, so we have x is less than 30 divided by 5, which is 6. So to graph this on a number line, we have 6 in the middle, 7 and 8 to the right, and 5 and 4 to the left. We want to circle 6, but we are not coloring it in because this does not say or equal to 6. it says x is less than 6. So we need to shade in the direction of all the numbers that are less than 6. Be careful that this stays an open dot. See how my line went back here a little bit and got into the circle? If you do that too much, it's going to look like you colored it in. Like this looks almost like a closed dot. So just make sure that when you do this, that if it is an open dot, that you really make sure that it looks like an open dot. Okay? But all I'm looking for, if you are not doing the bonus, is just x is less than 6. Okay, and number 20, we'll do this on the opposite side. Okay, it says x divided by 3 is less than or equal to 6. So right now, x is being divided by 3. We want to do the opposite, which is multiply both sides by 3. The side cancels, and we are left with x is less than or equal to 6 times 3, which is 18. So x is less than or equal to 18. And then on our number line, we have 18 in the middle, 19 and 20, 17 and 16. Okay. Okay, we want to circle 18. We also want to include 18 because it's or equal to 18. And it says x is less than or equal to 18, which means we need to shade in the direction of all the numbers that are less than or equal to 18. Okay, that's all I have for you guys today. Make sure you study for your test tomorrow.